Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean, and please welcome Miss Akela-B. Hi, Akela.
Hi, Jean. Good morning, everyone. Well, morning, afternoon, evening, good night, wherever you are.
I know, and I'm so excited to let everybody know that we're going to be using the random generator again. It's a lot of fun for everybody, I think. So, as you see below, I have also entered this in the chat. It's hashtag Merry, as in Merry Christmas, and it's MERRY. And I see that there you go. As in Merry Christmas. And I hope everybody loves all the candy canes, the presents, and the evergreens, the bows, all of that. That's so cute that StreamYard has all these different motifs for us. Jackie Jan is here. Healing readings by Donna Marie. Hi, Donna. KMO is here. Shine Truth is here. Thank you, everybody, for coming. And thank you to all the moderators. Jenny in Virginia is here. Miss Brina is here. So nice to see you. So we were all on Scott's celebration last night. And I feel like I almost have like a little hangover from because when you turn it off, you don't turn off, and you need like a whole nother hour or so later in order for you to calm down, because I was so excited and awake. And the computer, is it has that light that keeps you awake. But yeah. Hi, Jen Bowles. Nice to see you. And Sue Toffee. Oh my gosh, everybody's here. Wow. I really like coming on early. I really like coming on early on Sundays because I think that, it's a nice change.
Yeah,
Um, and I appreciate everybody being here. It
right.
really means a lot.
Being up this early with us on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, so I do have the random generator, and I'll give it a few more minutes. If you guys are interested, if you would like a chance for a reading, we're going to do the random generator, and you could put hashtag Mary. And maybe I'll just do, uh, yeah, I'll do that. Hashtag Mary.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you can do it all caps or no caps. Um, Whatever, it's not case sensitive, which I was really excited to hear. But we were all on Scott's giveaway or celebration last night. It was so fun. It was very loving. It was very warm and fuzzy. I loved it. It was beautiful. And if you haven't had a chance to go over and see it, go on over and like, share, and subscribe to Scott Scorpio Santoro. We do collaborations. Both Akila and I do collaborations with him. He's amazing. And Brenda, you were there last night. I don't know if you feel like you have a hangover. All the celebrating, and there's no alcohol involved. It's just all the fun.
Yep. We were high off of fun.
Hmm. And before I get started, I wanted to maybe share with everybody my next um, event that's coming up is my chakra healing workshop. It's on Sunday, December 28th, and it's at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific. And this, you can just come to my website and you'll see that there's events up here. Click on events, and you'll come to this events page, and you see some of my past events. I want to leave them up there because I'm going to do them again. This past life mini reading, that was phenomenal, and I had so much fun. And the evidential mediumship demonstration, that was really interesting. And I'm going to be putting on my psychic study practice Sundays for the next couple of months. And so I'm just leaving these here to remind me and just to let you know sort of what type of events that I do offer. And this one is still yet to come. This is on Sunday, December 28th. And I'm going to be going over all of the chakras with you and why the colors are the colors, what they mean, what they associate to, what they look like, how they work, and how we can strengthen them, align them, and balance them, mostly balance them. And you can't talk about the chakras without talking about the auric field. Now, the auric field is a whole nother workshop, but we touch on it. We just show the connection and the correlation. And I just love this image that I chose. It shows both, and the colors are just so very vibrant there. So if anybody's interested, just come onto the website. You click anywhere on that bar and you'll see the description here. And then when you click attend down here, it'll send you, it'll right away, as soon as you complete the registration process, you'll get a receipt email to you. And in that receipt, you'll have the actual Zoom link. So if you want to, you can click on the Zoom link to make sure that it's working for you. But and hang on to that email and put up a reminder for yourself. There won't be any reminders. There won't be any additional emails sent out. It's just that one transaction. So, but I'm really looking forward to it. And I hope some of you come and join us. And I think a lot of people are off between Christmas and New Year's. So I wanted to do, I had 2 events in December. So I wanted to make sure I got that in. And I'm going to be having more events in the new year as well. We'll see. We'll see if anybody has any suggestions or requests. You can go to my website and do contact SunPsychic Jean and send me an email that way, or you can put a note in the below after we do the show. You can put a note there as well. All right, so let's go ahead and do the random generator. We should all be ready. Very good. All right, let's see who's first. Oh, I have to get my dowsing rods out.
And I'm gonna get my pen and paper.
Oh, Jen, you're first. Jen Bowles, congratulations. And look at that little peanut, would you? Look at her. So cute. This is her new granddaughter.
Oh, congratulations, Jen.
and she has her little pinky up. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's amazing. So adorable. Really cute. Mm-hmm. And mangled unicorn. I'm going to do 2 at a time.
Okay.
Just to give everybody, as they come in, this way they will have a chance at it, as you come in.
Yeah.
All right. So, Jen, go ahead and put your question in. And Miss Unicorn, go ahead and put your question in. And then we'll do 2 more. We'll do them 2 at a time. 3, okay. Sometimes it's, it's a little long.
Oh, that's Jen's granddaughter has a beautiful. I was just about to comment. The beautiful name, Kalila. She's like, I got this.
Yep, cute. So I see Miss Unicorn. I see your question. Jen, you can put your question in. Thanks, Jen. Hit me with whatever you have for me.
All right. Jen.
Exciting. And Akela, if you have something, you can jump in.
Okay.
The first one takes a minute, Jen.
It does.
So I feel like what I hear them saying is, once you learn how to ride a bike, you don't forget. So I know that you have had some life altering events in your life, and you're all consumed with this new bundle of joy in the family. And and it's not a distraction. It's not pulling away from your spirituality. What it is it's adding to it. The life experience is what our spirit is here to uh, experience, and it's it's enriching. It's your spirit like having experiencing a human life, and it's all adding to it. And it's not like, oh, I haven't done my chakra meditation, or I haven't really been on a lot of shows lately, I've been distracted. No, that's part you that is spirituality, everyday life. It's about balancing the two. It's about bringing them in with whatever you do. And I feel for you, Jen, that these things that occur in your life are much more profound, much more meaningful, and impactful to you. And you appreciate them and see them on a multidimensional level. Like not only do you have a new granddaughter, but this soul is a soul in your family that you once knew. Like it's such a different way, and a beautiful kaleidoscope of different ways of looking at this new soul that's in your life. It's really beautiful. I think it's the joy factor, and how precious life is. And it's just the joy is really something to soak up. But yeah, that's what I got for you. How about you, Miss Akela?
Listen, Jean, you took it right out of my head. Because when I got the message first, I thought, well, is it because we were talking about Jen's grandbaby why I'm hearing this? So I had to pause a bit, then pull my pendulum to ask. And the message I got for you, Jen, was to enjoy this time with Kalila. I'm using her name because you said her name. They didn't say her name, but it's enjoy the time. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, well, are you sure it's not because we were just talking about her grandbaby? My pendulum said, that's not the reason why, right? That is the message for you. And I did feel like there was some concern. I didn't get what the concern was, but put that concern or whatever, maybe it's a distraction, as Jean said, put that to the side and enjoy the time with Kalila. And I pulled a card for you. And Jen, you are going to fall out when you see this card. She brings sweetness.
Oh my gosh. Here, let me
And
just do
and
this.
what stands out more, it is almost the exact color that Kalila has on in that photo that you have up. So she's bringing in she brought in and continues to bring in with her a lot of sweetness. So that's the message for you, Jen. Enjoy it.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love the color
Yeah.
connection. For sure, Jen. And yeah, and it should be all consuming for you. Like that's all you need to be, focusing on.
Yeah.
Oh wow, 7 weeks.
Wow.
And she's 6 pounds. She is a little peanut.
Yeah.
Aw.
Jen made the blanket. I
Oh my
that color,
gosh.
Jen.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh, that's adorable, Jen. Oh my gosh. It's just so beautiful to witness and to be, present and supporting all of the chat here as we all go through many life stages. Um, so thank you, Jen, for sharing that.
Yeah.
All right, so Mangled Unicorn is next, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do two more people while we do Mangled Unicorn, just so we are ahead of the game and everybody can put their questions in.
Mhm.
Artist Liz. Artist Liz, please put your question in. Congratulations. And let's do another one. Healing Readings by Donna Marie. Donna Marie, congratulations. You can put your question in. All right. And we're going back to Mangled Unicorn. And she would like a message from any past relative or guide. I'm not picky. Okay. So the first thing that came through was a father energy, or a father-like energy. Right away. It was almost like, let me just continue with it. Pull it in. I do feel it's somebody that you had a lot of affection for. And it was a bittersweet type of relationship. I feel like it was difficult yet rewarding. Like, he had a good heart, but he was really like a pill to be around. And I don't know if he liked honey. He's showing me a honey jar, or if he was a beekeeper or had anything to do with that. Why he's showing me the honey jar? Did he call you honey? Did he call everybody honey? There's something about that. And he wants to offer you a hug. He's putting his arms around you and letting you know that everything's going to be okay. He wants you to know that he is still protecting you. I also see a gas station. Gas station, and I just feel like he does come through very dad-like, like a little awkward, doesn't always match when he dresses, and maybe, is just a little typical dad. I don't know how to, but he's just showing me that he had his own way of doing things, and I feel like you may have helped him through his difficult times towards the end of his life. But he was always very proud, and like he wouldn't let you in on what he was thinking, and he always sort of said that he was fine, everything was fine. I do see him. I feel like he loved being around his family, but he wasn't always able to like engage. He'd like to admire from a certain distance. So I don't know if any of that makes sense for you, Miss Unicorn. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Yes, he did. Miss him so much with what I'm doing. Let me see if there was anything else. Oh, he visited me this week while I was having an ultrasound. He made Tom Petty, I Won't Back Down, come on the radio. Oh my gosh. That's great. I mean, that's amazing, I should say. Haha, my dad had a big personality. He passed, just January of 25. We could push each other's buttons. Yep. Yep. Oh my. He came right in. I didn't even invite him. I was barely finishing your question, and he came in this way, and he almost like pushed through. Like, if she's asking for anyone, I'm coming in. Like, there's no, yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you very much, Mangled Unicorn. So let's see what Akela's cards say. Akela says.
Actually, just like you, Jean, and this is the first time I've ever had, I have things come, like I can't even get my words out. I have things come in, but immediately, as you were reading Mangled Unicorn's question, I heard a motherly. So this is I got a motherly figure. Could be grandmother, great grandmother coming in. And the first thing I saw, Mangled Unicorn, and I don't know if you look like them. The vision of the person wasn't too clear, but it seems like you may look like this person, have similar features of this person. And the way she was gazing at you, she's this is what I wrote down. Motherly figure looking at you, smiling, and I wrote with loving, and I was about to write something else, and she paused me and said, "No, it's amazement. She is just proud of where you've come." Because I wrote amazed at where you've come, right? So excuse me. So I'm sitting here and I asked, okay, well, let's go to the cards because I wasn't getting anything. But just so that you know, the look on her face, she was proud. This was not black hair. Wasn't long, maybe bob length or maybe like shoulder, no, maybe bob length. But she just wants you to know how proud she is of you as to where you've come from. So then I shuffled my cards and guess what I got? Hold on. Hold on. Whatever it is that you're going through, that you're dealing with, or you may feel that, sometimes you just want to let go. She's saying, no, don't let go. Keep holding on, right? And just know that she is proud of you. And I hope that makes sense to you, Mangled Unicorn. All I heard was motherly. I don't know if your mom is in spirit. My aunt Bonnie, she said, kept it in a butt. When she died, my mom died. Oh, but she was still here. Okay, doing things to me. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. But yes, don't give up. She is proud of if this was your aunt, she is letting you know that she's seen where you've come from and where you're going, and the love, the proudness that she has for where you've come from. Keep holding on, keep persevering. All right, Mangled Unicorn.
Thank you very much, Miss Unicorn. I appreciate that. So, Artist Liz, you're next, but I don't see your question. If you could put your question in the chat. So we're going to go on to Donna Marie and Artist Liz. If you could put your question in. I went all the way back as far as I could see. I don't know if you put it in, but I didn't see anything. Okay.
Did you see Marit? Marit put a question in, but Marit, we are using the hashtag Mary, MERRY, for a chance to be drawn in the spinner winner. Yeah.
Just put hashtag Mary. Thank you, Akela. Thanks for catching that.
You're welcome.
And Artist Liz, if you want to pass, you can pass. I don't know if you had a call, but I didn't see anything there. Okay, so Donna Marie. Hi, Donna. How are you? Any message from Spirit? I'm worried about something. Will it be taken care of easily soon?
Okay. As you read the question, the word easily was like in my ears and mind, bolded easily, right? And then I heard Donna Marie, it is what you make of it. Because it was so weird the way easily came through. But let me see what else I get for you, Donna Marie. I just wanted to say that part. What do I want to tell Donna Marie? I'm gonna ask my pendulum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's hard with the so I also am hearing that it's not going to be easy. And if it was easy, it wouldn't be important. It's something important to you, so it's not going to be easy. And I feel like it's something that you're going to have to either make a compromise or make a decision about, or you know, it's not easy because I feel like you're going to have to not do something that you don't want to do, but you're going to have to choose something that you wouldn't have chosen. Um, I feel like there's a little more need to dive deep into the spiritual or the emotional connection to whatever this is. I feel like it's almost like a lesson in progress. And if you could dive deep into what could this be teaching me about my path or about my, you know, my experience here on earth, what could I possibly learn from going through this? And find out that way. And it's almost like because you're curious, because you're looking at it investigatively, it'll tone down that emotional charge, like that angst of uh-oh, like that connection that we feel emotionally and energetically. And if you rise above and say, this is happening. What could this be teaching me here and here? And you're looking at it from a different point of view, and it takes down some of that charge. And being inquisitive, being curious, will help you to follow the flow. I feel like it's 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 almost like you don't want to make a wrong decision, but they're saying it's important for you to keep moving forward, follow the flow, and that there are no wrong decisions. Even if you say, okay, I'm going to turn right and you were supposed to turn left, it's eventually going to bring you back there. So I just feel like it's a lesson in either trusting yourself or understanding that what you need and what you feel like you need may be two different things. So that's what I have for you, Miss Donna Marie. How about you, Keela?
Yeah. So Donna, my pendulum said that there are going to be some bumps that you are going to encounter in this situation that you are going through, right? So I was drawn to a deck and I got it's the dragon card and it says the power. But look at this. I'm gonna put it. There's a lady falling asleep on the forest floors. Now it's at night. When she wakes up in the morning, I'm gonna move it over here a bit, right? She's gonna find that a dragon is behind her. But here's what the message of the card, which I like. It says, you're falling asleep on the forest floor. The night was cold as you snuggled into some leaves, yet you felt warm and comfortable as you slept. In the early morning, you stretch and open your eyes to find a dragon has lovingly wrapped himself around you in the night. He opens his large eyes and looks at you with kindness and compassion, and you know that all is well. This card is suggesting that it's time to step into your power and take charge of your life. Look to see if there is anyone in your life who is trying to run the show. Speak your truth and take back authority of your own life. Don't live, come out of the fear, fear of what is. As Jean said, what is this trying to teach me? Right? What is this trying to teach me? And this dragon is here letting you know that it is supporting you in whatever it is. You don't have anything to be afraid of or fearful of, because you have the power within you, right? And this dragon is there validating, supporting, and giving you, not really giving you, but helping you feel like you are stronger than you think you are. But know that you have it within you. So don't be afraid. Speak your truth. Speak up. Speak with compassion. Speak with passion. And you don't have to yell and scream or whatever. We can speak calmly, but passionately about what we know is our truth. All right.
She says, yes, it's making me emotional. That makes total sense. It was supposed to be quick and easy. Now more concerning. Thank you. And then she says, oh my gosh, yes, in fear and no spirits got my back. It helps. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it does. And I love that dragon behind you. I think that's a wonderful
Yes.
image to rely on and to hold on to because you're not alone. And that anything to take down that emotional charge, that angst, just reducing that would really make things. You'll be able to find the flow, feel the flow. When we get into that, analysis paralysis, it's hard to feel where the energies are taking us. But all the best to you, Donna Marie. Hope everything works out for your highest good, for sure.
Yeah.
Aw, see, Vicky said that card was beautiful, wasn't it, Vic? I got it too. I got it. I know she's amazing. You're welcome. The anxiety doesn't help. I know. I know. Just a little reminder. I mean, nobody can turn on a dime, but just somebody saying, take it easy and relax, it helps. It helps to remind us, oh yeah, that's right, I am freaking out.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to do two more, and artist Liz does have her question in. We'll do her next, and after artist Liz, oh, look at everybody, I love this. Samantha is after artist Liz. Thank you very much. I always like to try and wait till the confetti's over. It's just a little bit of fun, you guys.
It is.
Okay, and after Samantha is Mona Lee. So ladies, please put your questions in and we will get back to you. Yeah. All right, so I have artist Liz here. And artist Liz, may I have a message about my health for 2026? I've been fighting for my life since 2021. This year has been devastating. Aw. So, artist Liz, I'm feeling for you right away is to, you can't always change the circumstances that were handed, but you can change your response to it. You can change your opinion about it and say, well, I don't have a right foot anymore, and so what am I going to do? I'm going to find a way that I can enjoy my life to the highest extent without that right foot, like in spite of that right foot not being there anymore. And maybe take advantage of some things that I wouldn't have taken advantage of if I had it. Maybe I wouldn't have ever considered doing certain things. Try and work around, be creative, and figure out things that you can enjoy, figure out things that you are able to expand and experience. And because some things we're dealt with certain situations in life that are just not able to be reversed. And it's almost like making the best out of a difficult situation. And it's about our attitude and our approach to this particular situation. And I'm not saying there's always room for hope, because they're saying that there's medical breakthroughs every single day. But in the meantime, try and make the best out of a difficult situation. That's what I'm getting for you. How about you, Akela? She's got something.
I am laughing because I am writing enjoy every moment, and you said make the best of every situation. So I was like, okay, Jean just basically said what I was writing. Artist Liz, the first thing I felt, my heart just started like racing, and it felt of anxiousness, it felt of fear, worry, concern. And while those are okay to have, when we get sick, or, in your case, you say you've been battling this since 2021, when we're going through it, it's hard to, and I say this with the best intentions, no ill. It's just, it's hard for us to kind of like sometimes say, okay, this is what is going on with me. maybe there is a cure, maybe there is not a cure, maybe, as Jean said, I lost a limb, I can't afford a prosthetic limb, whatever. But moving forward, how do I learn to accept? How do I learn to live? And when I say accept, again, it's no ill intentions, right? But how do I learn to move forward, live a joyous, happy life with what I have, right? Not living in fear, not living in sadness, not wallowing. Okay, let's the example they're giving me in my head is, let's say, and I don't know if this is you and you don't have to validate, let's say someone is battling cancer. And as we know, sometimes with some forms of cancer, based on when it's caught, there's things that we can do to help, with radiation and whatever, chemotherapy and whatever. And then sometimes, unfortunately, there's nothing that can be done, right? But if nothing can be done for the situation, do I lay in bed and wallow in what can't be, missing out on the beauty that the universe has out there for me, missing out on the little glimmers of hope, glimmers of joy that I can be embracing, and making sure that even if this is my time, even if my time is short, I am living my best life, So whatever it is, if you can change your perspective, because perspective was the word that they gave me, change your perspective. And I feel like, as I say, change your perspective, once you change that, there'll be a shift. I don't know what you're dealing with, and I don't know, where it is, but just change your perspective on how you view the concern that you have. And remember, even if it is painful, right? Based on whatever it is, call in the angels, Archangel Raphael, and ask him, can you help me? Can you help ease my pain? Call in your guides, ask them, can you help me? Even if it's for a moment, can you help me ease this pain for a bit so that I can perk up, get up, dress up, put makeup on, do your hair, do, anything that feels uplifting to help shift your energy. Because they make me feel like, because of where you are, it's why it's feeling burdensome. But just shift your perspective a little bit. And I didn't pull a card for you, but I'm gonna, because
You said you didn't, or you did pull a card?
no, I didn't, but I'm gonna pull a card right now.
Okay. So she has a little feedback here. She said, I'm working on the things I can change and can control. Thank you, Jean. I'm just scared. Yeah, no, I understand. Thank you. And then Jen says, Liz, when you don't know what to do, stand still and know that your path has been laid to guide you to a better tomorrow. That's beautiful, Jen. My gosh, words of wisdom.
Yes.
Wow. And she says, I'm fighting for my life like a fighter. I don't give up. I find joy and laughter in every day. Thank you, Akela. Absolutely. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And maybe start writing a book. I don't know if you've started writing a book, but I'm getting, that you're chronicling a condition that maybe others would benefit from you sharing your own experience. If not, maybe you could be a patient advocate and be someone for others to call who they've just been diagnosed with something, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, she started writing a book.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I shuffled my cards and they told me to go to the bottom, but I also pulled from the top, right? And the card that they showed me was you're frustrated, right? You feel like you're trying to put a square into a circle. And I pulled the card from the top, but then they said, no, pull the card from the bottom. And the other card that came was success. So if you come out of the try to come out of this trying to fit a square into a circle, success is right behind it. All
I
right.
love those cards.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
This is the Prism Oracle.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, thank you, Artist Liz. So Samantha is next. After Samantha is Mona Lee, but I didn't see Samantha's question. So Samantha, if you could put your question in, we'll start with Mona Lee here. And Artist Liz says, that's wonderful, Akela. She liked those cards. You're welcome. So Miss Mona Lee, what's in store for the rest of 2025? You mean the last 6 days? Oh my gosh. No, the 9 days. No, 10 days. Oh my God.
What's in store? I have to show this, right? So Mona Lee, it's funny. I shuffled the deck and I put it down. Well, I looked at it and I got sweetness again, right? So I left it and I said, oh no, that's probably, I just got that card for Jen. So I'm shuffling again. And as I'm about to pull the card, I get the same card. Sweetness. So I think Spirit's message, I guess to you and to all of us, especially this time of year, is to bring in that sweetness. You know, forget about the chaos and the stress and the worry. You know, embrace the little joyous things, because the more we find joy in the little things, the more they can present us with sweetness. All right, but that's what I got in the cards. So I'll see if I get anything intuitively. Sorry, Jean. I just
No, you can go first. It's fine.
And if you get anything, you can go ahead, Jean.
So Mona Lee, I was getting something for you about I feel like you are looking you're having difficulty getting out of responsibilities and getting into the festivities. I feel like you're thinking taxes for year end. You're thinking bills for end of the month, new month. You're thinking tire or car sort of registration, or, whatever it is. Like you're thinking of responsibilities and system kind of things around the end of the year, and instead of the festivities. But it's not that you have to let go of one to focus on the other. It's that it encourage and bring it all in at the same time. I do feel like things are coming down on you, almost like everything's happening all at once. I feel like you do have a little bit of pressure, or like not necessarily the time constraint, but just there's a certain amount of, I don't know if it has to do with your job that you're under a little more pressure at this time of year, or just with your family, or if there's a personal situation that is occurring at the same time as the holidays. But even if, let's just say you're visiting somebody in the hospital, and they bring a little bit of the Christmas cheer there, even though it's going to be maybe a somber year, or a not so many presents year, or just they want you to work on balancing. And because they say that this energy is going to ebb and it's going to flow. It's going to go up and down. And it's the way that we can sort of persevere and skate through the difficult times, and in order to come out where the on the other side, and I see like ice, like at the end of February where it starts getting a little warm, and some of the ice is like melting off the trees or off the homes, and you see those little drips, and the sun is out longer, and it's like melting the ice and the frozen ground, and you start seeing those daffodils around March, like those miraculous. You're like, it's still February. Why are they coming up? It's just, and I just see like this thaw out period for you. So focus on that. This too shall pass. Things come in um, cycles, and try and bring a little bit of cheer wherever you go in whatever way that you can. And don't sweat the small stuff is what they say. That sounds a little curt. Well, thank you very much, Artist Liz. That was sweet of you. So go ahead, Akela.
When I went back in Artist List, and I hope you can see this, I kind of drew what I saw. So it looks like
Mona Lee, yeah.
it looks like if it's a pyramid, right? But it's golden. And what I get from this is you are the head, and then these could be family members. I'm just assuming it's whatever it means for you. But this golden pyramid was coming downwards. And as it's coming downwards, Jean, you said something about something, I don't think you said tower, but in the beginning it's like something was collapsing or falling down. So I'm asking, what does this mean? And just, you see Artist Liz's donation there, the color where it has her name, that's the color that this triangle, these dots were, right? And it feels like if you being the head of the family is being like, there's a lot of responsibility on you. But what I am getting possibly from this pyramid coming down is that because everything is relying on you, you have to remember to fill you up, to bring your sweetness in. You set your foundation, because if your foundation is not sturdy, nothing else could the house won't sit right. It's either going to tilt, it's going to collapse. So again, if you took a shot of that image, whatever it means to you, think about it later on, draw it, and see what you get from it. But remember to bring in your sweetness, allow your sweetness in so that you can share it out. All right.
She says, I will be sweet last few days, delivering meals again for Christmas Day, then prepping and serving meals at the mission on the 30th. And she says, yes, I will bring my cheer, visiting people in need. And psychics always tell me I have a golden aura. Oh, that's so sweet, Mona Lee. Good for you. And it is bittersweet. It is bittersweet. But I love that you're bringing your cheer, and that's what's most important for them too.
Look what she says, Jean. She said that is the logo for the mission.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Show that again.
Okay. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I'm like, because I'm like, what is that? Wow. Okay. Well, all the best on your plans for feeding the needy, and giving, but also remember to fill you up, fill you up.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, thank you very much. It was a beautiful, yeah. There's a beautiful connection there, Miss Mona Lee. Thank you very much for your question. And I didn't see Samantha. I'm not sure what happened. Let's go ahead and do the random generator. Try not to. Here you go. You're welcome, Miss Mona Lee. All right. Nancy Ray. Congratulations, Nancy Ray. Please go ahead and put your question in. Good, everybody. How cute. I love seeing. And Jackie Jan. And Jackie Jan, you can put your question in as well. So we will begin again. We'll give you guys, okay. So Nancy Ray's got her question in, and Jackie is celebrating. Message from any of the 4 wonderful women relatives who raised me. Wow.
Okay, so message from any of the 4 wonderful women relatives who raised me. Okay, Nancy Ray.
Is there one who is sarcastic? Like, it's almost like I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what they're trying to tell me and articulate it. It's like don't forget don't forget who you are, or like almost like a warning, like be careful how you act because of where you came from. Remember where you came from. Remember who you are. And it's almost like tongue in cheek, like you say, I'm going to go out on stage and I'm going to sing. And they say, remember who, like a little bit of cautionary, remember where you came from. Like they're just saying, I don't know if that means anything, Nancy Ray, but that's what I'm getting. Somebody saying that. Yeah. Yeah. Mona Lee, if you want, email it to either one of us and we'll pop it up. We'll pop it up for everybody to see. Mona Lee said she just looked at her email. Yeah, just you can forward that little icon and I'll put it up there. So this is one of your, and it's done with love, that message of remember where you came from, remember who you are, remember your last name. And it's almost like have honor. Obviously you do, Nancy Ray, but I'm just saying that have honor in where you came from and who you came from, that and the difficulties and the struggles and the sacrifices of those that came before you, but they were saying it with a little bit of tongue in cheek, in don't get too big for your britches, something like that. But they weren't saying you were, they were just saying it in jest. So I don't know if one of them was a kidder. All of that just to get that out. They're celebrating you. They're telling you that you are protected. I feel like you feel them around you, and they're also telling me that they have like little sparks, like a little flash out of the corner of your eye. They said that they come around you, and they say you can think of us as like your fairy godmothers, which is more than what they. I mean, they were more than that to you, but it's almost like anything you would ask your fairy godmother for, we're here for you, and they're just saying, be proud of who you are, ask us for what you want, we will help to, it's almost like they can help to either guide you in the direction or drop breadcrumbs for you to follow. Like they're able to help guide you a little bit. They can't do things for you or make your decisions for you, but they will. What they can do, they will do. But it's important for you to articulate what it is that you want. And that's where I'm just going to stop there. Sounds like either my grandmother or my great aunt. Somebody who is a little tongue in cheek, right? Yeah, that was unusual coming through. How about you, Miss Akela?
Yeah, I am. I'm not getting anything intuitively. So I went to this deck that I have. And I'm going to show you these cards, Nancy. And the first card I got, it says, action speaks loudly, right? And they are wanting you to express your love through actions. And then I thought, okay, well, I mean, I don't know Nancy, but I feel like she does show her love. But now what they're telling me as I say that is, I don't know if you are not a hugger. And maybe there is, and I'll show you the card. This is the card, right? It says, this, right? And what I'm feeling, what they're showing me is that, how, I mean, I have a saying that I know my mother loves me, right? I know that she'll go to the depths for me. But my mom didn't grow up like being hugged and kissed and, all that good mushy stuff. It's not what she's used to. So, of course, she didn't pass that on to us. But we know by other things that she did that she loved us, right? Provided, all that good stuff. So I'm feeling that there may be a person who is their way of receiving love is slightly different. So I don't know. Yeah, just express your love through actions. And it's not about money and giving, it's more about the touch, the hug, the, you know, Jean, you saw what Mona Lisa said? Okay. And then the other card I got says, do something for someone, right? And it says, give your attention to another. So these are making me feel like there is somebody who is wanting a little more, is what I'm feeling. They have a yearn for something more. And the message that your loved ones is trying to pass on to you is that maybe look a little deeper. I don't know if you're going to be around family members this holiday season, but if you are going to be around family members this holiday season, observe, the dynamics. And that thing, I feel like that person is going to stand out to you. And it's a simple, maybe walk over and just maybe put your hand on their shoulder, touch them on the back. Oh, she said she loved hugging. Yeah, but it's not more so you, but it's somebody around you who is yearning. Maybe they have shifted the way they want to feel loved. So just observe is what I'm feeling, and you'll realize which one of the family members or friend that it may be who is needing that. All right, but that's what I got for you, Nancy. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And Jackie is next.
Okay.
And I gave Mona my email, so we'll wait for that to come in. And before we do Jackie, let's do one more spin. You ready for one more spin?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. After Jackie is Just visiting. Just visiting. Go ahead and put your question in. And after just visiting, Sue Toffee. Okay. Congratulations, you guys. So much fun, isn't it?
Yes.
Take that down, move this over, check my email.
Mm-hmm. And then once you pull that up, Jean, if you want to look.
Oh, okay. Let me just let me take a picture of it. Because I have to show it in a certain way. And let me just share this. We're getting there, you guys. And it's enough for Mona to feel that this was the symbol. Here was what she was showing, and that you could see the symbol in what Akela was trying to draw.
Wow. Wow.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, thanks for sending that, Mona Lee, and for being so quick on the draw. That's really, really cool. Really cool. Okay. So just visiting and Sue Toffee, go ahead and put your questions in. And let's go back to Jackie Jan, Sue Toffee, and just visiting. All right. So Jackie Jan says, any messages that come in about my spiritual gifts? Good question. Oh, and just before we start, Nancy Ray said she thinks it's her grandson that has problems with hugging and emotion. Wow. Yeah. Not problems, but you know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She said Akela had a rough sketch, but the description was dead on of what you were saying when you were describing it. Wow. Wow. Thank you, you guys. I'm sorry I'm not so quick on the feedback. Okay. So Jackie Jan, let's go ahead and focus on Jackie and her gifts. I get my solar plexus is lighting up right in my gut, and you have gut instincts and you have gut feelings and you have things that make you sick or things that make you nauseous, and that and like emotional or visual things, and it's not just because they're gruesome. It's that's your energy telling you, like that's your indicator. You feel things. You have good instincts about making choices because you feel it in your gut. And this is and you're an empath as well, I'm sure you know. And it could also like be a blessing and a curse. Sometimes we could be sensitive to foods and or picky eaters, or you know, something like that that correlates with that because we have such a sensitive area there. And we wonder, is it something I ate, or was it something somebody told me that I was worried about? It makes me sick, you know. Not sick, but you know, you feel it. You feel it. You can feel other people's pain. I feel like you can't watch like scary movies, or not even scary movies, but like suspenseful movies. Like, don't open the closet door. They're in there, you know, like you cannot take that. You just can't. You're the anxiousness and the suspense of it all is something that you feel other people's terror if you're watching a scary movie or a suspenseful movie, even if it's not you, and you can't separate yourself from the movie, and you are just overwhelmed. And but you're extremely empathic and you're able to read other people's energy. You want to work on building up a boundary for that, discernment on how to detect what is yours and what is not yours. Um, Exercises to differentiate and to clear your energy regularly, and or crystals, and or, you know, sage or whatever that helps to clear your energy on a regular basis, so that you're more in tune with your own energy, and separating the two. That's the tricky part, is separating the two. And then once you separate the two, you're going to want to combine them again. You're going to be like, okay, now I want to feel somebody else's energy so I can feel what's not mine. And it's all about learning how to discern your gift, and discern what the messages are, and what it means for you, and to develop a knowing that connects into that gut instinct. But and you also may want to balance your chakras, and or come to the chakra healing workshop, because that will help you to tune all your other clairs and blend them. Even though you have this very strong solar plexus uh, strength, and it's the clairsentience is where I feel, and I say I feel, and that's my clairsentience. It's one of my stronger ones too. Clairsentience is what I feel it, and my clairvoyance and my clairknowing. My clairaudience is Akela is like the champ at that. She's got clairaudience down pat. I I rarely, when I hear things, it comes through here, and when she hears things, she's like, so that's what I have for you. Aw. So Jackie says, I have crystals around me, and I sage cleanse daily. That's good.
Jackie, I am going to mirror everything Jean just said. So, I might as well not speak. And they're all in the cards.
It's important. And she also said, so true, I do feel my instincts are in my gut.
So, the first thing I heard was just use them. And I know you are coming out and you've started doing shows with others. So you're doing that, right? You're starting to use them, and you're using them in practice sessions. But what they want you to, 3 cards I have, and then 2 feelings I felt. Try to minimize distractions, right? I don't know what that means for you, but they want you to minimize distractions. I got clear your energy. And I was sitting here just laughing to myself, because I'm like, really? Jean just told her to clear her energy. Then all of a sudden, in my solar plexus, I started to feel like if I ate something, I was starting to just have a little bit of disruption. But it wasn't painful or discomfort. So again, that's your solar plexus area. So it's telling me that your solar plexus is like giving you the advice, the guidance, the hints, right? Because it wasn't painful, it wasn't like unbearable. It just felt I felt a little bit of movement in that area. And so I said, okay, well, what else you want Jackie to know? And after the clear your energy card, I got the crystals card. All right. So you said you're clearing your energy and your crystals by saging daily. Look at other alternatives as well as to clearing the energy of it, other than just saging, like putting it out in the moonlight or the sunlight, the sun to clear, the moon to charge. Look at doing those other things. And then I asked, well, okay, are there any other clairs that Jackie may not be aware of, but it's coming on for her? And my third eye lit up. When I told you it lit up, I saw a gold line flash across, like from my forehead, that it even kind of like, if you stare at the sun for a minute, it made my eyes feel that way, but really, really quickly. So if your clairvoyance, if you feel like it's not there yet, Jackie, it's coming. Just know that it's coming. Okay? So that's what I have for you. Just do it. Minimize distractions. Remember to clear yourself, your energy, and your crystals. And the clairvoyance is going to be coming on. Or maybe it's not even that it's coming on. Maybe it's going to be at a different level, Maybe you feel like you're not seeing things clearly or whatever, but you'll be fine. Just be ready.
Yeah, that's amazing, Jackie. And she said that she puts crystals out by the moonlight at night too. And that's wonderful. And it's all about learning about energy. And if you can take any kind of classes, or you know, uh, read a book, watch a video on how to connect to your energy, how to feel energy, how to discern energy, and what it feels like. Some practices, the practices, and the techniques, things. It's all about tuning back into what it is that we are naturally equipped with, to lead us and to guide us. We all have clairs. We all have certain clairs that are stronger than others, and we all utilize them, but we may not always call them our clairs,
Mhm.
and we may not think that we can control this in a way that we can call it in. We But it's important to know that anything that happens to you, like if you hear messages, or if you have dreams, you can use that ability to get more information and receive guidance. It's all about discernment, practicing, and it's a very subtle nuance. It's very subtle, the difference in determining what is guidance and what is not. And it's about recognizing it. You're like, well, gee, I do that all the time. What do you mean? What do you mean? That's not psychic? Yeah, it is. And it's about listening to those little nudges. It's about listening and recognizing and discerning. And discerning is almost like reading or understanding. And when we discern, we use some of our other chakras or our other clairs in order to help us to understand. And the way that we can build our discernment is building our confidence is through practice. So the more that we can practice, the more that we can open up and expand our energies out to um, just uh, to uh, experience different things. And I always say this to people who are looking for loved ones. I mean, looking for romantic love. I'm like, go out to a coffee shop, sit there, and talk to people that walk by. And as you talk to people, if they go, "Rah, rah, rah," or if they're like, "Hi, how you doing?" and just feel the different energies of different people, and say, "Oh, the broccoli soup was really good today. What did you get?" And some people, I guess it's not as easy sometimes these days, but just to sort of sense. You don't even have to say anything sometimes. You can be standing behind somebody that's placing an order, and you can just like look down and say, I want to feel what this person's energy might be like. Experience, and is this the type of energy that I'm looking for, or do I want something a little different? And you can find the sweetest, most generous people that you would never even consider as a companion for you, but really it's their energy. And that's really what it all comes down to at the end of the day. We are led by our energy. We're led by our own feelings and our own what we're attracted to. That what do they call that, Akela? um Chemistry. You know how we have chemistry
Mhm.
with each other, with
Yeah.
either with a friend, and you guys, you're here watching this show because you have chemistry with either Akila or myself. Like the way that we describe or present things are is in your chemistry, in your awareness, that it's easy for you to communicate or understand. Um, and it has a lot to do with energy. And I always tell this, and I repeat it all the time. So if you're here and you've heard it 100 times, I'm going to say 101 times. But um, I told Allie, I said, one day we're all going to be on the other side, uh, and we're going to see each other and meet each other and say, that was you on YouTube. I recognized you. I never saw you because you were always in chat, but I recognize you. Like we're going to recognize each other's soul. I mean, and this is how we know that we're meant to bring together. We're meant to be supporting one another. This is a tremendous transformation that we're all going through all together. And to focus on developing and lightening up our own energy and developing our own skills and opening up our own awareness of who we truly are is a benefit for all of us. But because you're all here in a supporting role for humanity, and you all are, or else you wouldn't be here on this channel, we work to support one another. And it's it is the readings are finished, you guys. I'm sorry I got into a little bit of a sharing there, but Akela will tell you that it's it's a matter of practice, it's a matter of awareness, and all of these questions and all of these readings we can all do for ourselves. We can all connect with ourselves, and it's almost like if you knew what you wanted and you asked for a reading and we validated that for you, you can say, that's what I was thinking all along. Thank you for the validation. And just it's about reading the energy. It's about blending yourself and connecting to other energies, whether it's the energy of the outcome of a situation, the energy of an individual, or whatever it might be, and let that lead you.
Yeah. And one thing I tell everyone to remember, because I was like this, right? When we think about the clairvoyance, all of the you know what, when we think of it, we're thinking that it's going to be something grand, right? Some people are able in clairvoyance, they can see scenes. Occasionally, I may see a scene like this one I shared with you, Jean, but other times it's just like with Mona Lee. I just closed my eye and I saw this symbol coming in, and it was quick. It's always very quick. And you may think, oh, it's nothing, but get a journal. And when you are doing nothing and an image, a thought comes into your head, jot it down. Even if you can remember what it was, because what I'm trying to do now is draw out what I see, even though I can't really draw. And that's acknowledgement. That's you letting your team know, I saw that, I recognize it, I acknowledge it, and I thank you for it. And then the more you do that, you'll see you start getting more and more. And it's the same thing with the feelings. And if you know that it's not something that you, like, let's say you get all of a sudden a quick ache as you're talking to someone, but you knew you were feeling fine, just say, okay, I acknowledge this. I don't think it's mine. And if it's not mine, I release it. But journal it, because you're letting them know, hey, I'm seeing what you're sending me. Okay. And every time you do that, you're going to start observing things more. And then you're like, oh, I really wasn't, that's not my imagination. That was the universe giving me signs and synchronicities. Yeah.
It's very subtle, you guys, but it's definitely available for all of us. Well, thank you very much, Akela, for all of your beautiful readings. And Cat Lady, so sweet, she said, "Hi everyone. I've been listening and lurking. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to everybody." And artist Liz says the same. She says, "Happy holidays, everyone, and thank you to the mods." Oh, that was sweet. Yeah, and thank you, everybody. I know you guys are all so very. Oh, go ahead.
Before we go, wait, I thought we had just visiting and Sue Toffee and then we wrapped it up.
We did. We
Oh,
had. They didn't. They're not here,
oh, okay, good, good, good. I was
and
like,
that's why I was like waiting and waiting, and yeah,
okay,
no,
all
yeah.
right,
Sorry, I was waiting. I didn't see them, so.
okay.
But yeah, it's time anyway, but we were trying to do just a couple more. So thank you all, very much, everybody, and for all of your good wishes. I will be back later on today with Valerie from Illumination Portal. She's going to give us like uh, a little bit about what's most important for us to know at this point in time in the year in the cosmos. And then we're going to be doing the sun, sun, moon, and rising reading. So that's going to be lots of fun, and that's at 2 o'clock today on my channel. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Where are you going to be next, Akela?
Next will be on the 27th. And I'm probably going to have my solo show at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And then I'll be on with Scott at 4 p.m.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. I love it. I love it. I know. And also, I'm going to be on with Terry Suzuki and Joan on the 23rd before Christmas. So I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that. I know a lot of people are really busy, but we're still going to be here. So thank you all very much again, and have a wonderful rest of your day. And we'll see you back here later on. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.